show contains strong language and scary sounds that is meant for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, freaks, to the Central Florida Sights and Sounds podcast, and to Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. Your host, John Carigliano, will take you on a journey through some of your worst nightmares. I wonder, will you get out alive?
Welcome to Season 8, Episode 9 of the Central Florida Sights and Sounds podcast, bringing you the sights and sounds of Central Florida's world-class attractions and beyond. And I'm your host, John Carigliano. Of course, here's my wonderful wife, Miss Anne Marie.
Hi.
Well, we are back with another episode of Halloween Horror Nights 30, where we're going to be taking you to two houses every single day before Halloween because we've been neglecting this. So yesterday we did HHN Icons Captured and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Now we are going to be doing two more, which is going to be Casefiles Unearthed, Legendary Truth, and of course, Welcome to S-Carey, Horror in the Heartland. Now, Anne-Marie, did you have any idea of what the story of Casefiles is or was?
Not until you told me.
Yes, so we're going to be going... It's a very film noir type house. Obviously, I would say maybe like 2008 they had a Case Files, like it was like Legendary Truth, the collective, but this really kind of goes with the lore of Halloween Horror Nights. And so we're meeting Boris Schuster, who's a private detective, investigates a lot of these paranormal cases, but also writes books on the cases. And then we have Tim Foyle, who breaks into his home, starts reading these books, and happens to be messing with the totems that Boris has collected and opened the gates of hell.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this house is also very meta in the fact that there is a Boris Schuster window on Delancey Street.
Correct. There was also a kitty cat club across it, and this is also the first time that we get a chance to walk through that club, because out on Delancey Street, ever since park opening back in 1990, it has served just as a facade and not an actual club. So, with that, we'll head into Casefiles Unearthed, Legendary Truth.
It all started with those damn totems. Up until that night, I was a done-for gumshoe.
To see two heartbeats from going belly up. Nursing my head with a cup of joe. Due to the previous night's bender at the Kitty Cat Club. I found that cockeyed face in the door. I'm bringing the lead. Trail led me to the warehouse. Next legendary totem. Someone boys in blue wouldn't listen. One had the museum back. This city is lousy with temptation. You're the devil. Wonder why there's no gorilla working the door.
I could just eat you.
I thought I'd take it again. It could be another totem. Just a big apple. Just the place.
So we have now lived to tell the tale of Boris Schuster's investigations and see some of the scary monsters that he's had to investigate. And we've also seen what happens to Tim Foyle. As you can see, his eyes were completely blown out and everything. And as the portal of hell has now opened up and basically consumed him.
What I liked about this is the right. Obviously, you can't see it, but in the house, there's writing on the wall telling you what time period you're in. Like, you know, you start off in the 40s and then you go to the 90s.
Actually, we start in the 90s and then we go back to the 40s.
You know what I mean.
And then we go back to the 90s again.
But I like how they had that addition there to give you a sense of where in the story you are.
Like the time frame?
Yeah.
All right. So now, after that, we're going to be heading to the back of the park to do Welcome to Scary Horror in the Heartland. Here we're going to be traveling into the lovely town of Carey, Ohio, where bad things just happen.
Where it happens a lot because a lot of these houses take place in Ohio.
Yes. I mean, Ohio is the second scariest place on earth. First one being New Jersey. So here you're going to see, or at least here, but let me rephrase that. So you're not actually going to see anything because, one, this is an audio podcast. So we have a lot of references in this house. There is the Offspring Hive, there's H&R Blood and Guts, there's Leave It to Cleaver, Slaughterhouse Cinema. So a lot of small references. Definitely a fan service house. So yeah, do you have anything? I think that's pretty much what I gotta say.
Well, I just love the fact that there is a lot of history with Ohio because one of the Universal creative people is from that area. So the fact that they bring her hometown into it, I heard that the people of Carey, Ohio are not exactly pleased.
Yes, you can thank Laura Sauls, our creative director. But yeah, Carey is not quite happy that their town is being used this way, but whatever. So anyway, let's head to Carey, Ohio.
Sit down.
All right, so we have survived Cary, Ohio. Emery, what'd you think of that house?
I'm really glad they incorporated Slaughter Cinema because that was my favorite house from, what was that, 2019? That was 2019?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was my favorite house because John got scared every time when Swamp Yeti came out, and there's a Swamp Yeti poster, and it makes me happy.
Thanks. No, actually, no, that was 2018 because 2019 had the Yeti.
That's right, 2018.
So it was 2018. My God, years go by way too fast.
Well, we lost 2020.
Yes, we did lose 2020, sort of. That's why it's a diet 2020. Anyway, again, fantastic house. It's a little bit smaller than like your other houses, but still has a lot of scares in it. So anyway, don't forget you can visit us at Central Florida Sights and Sounds at cfsas.com, where you can email the show. You can follow us on Twitter at CentralFLSAS, and you can like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So tomorrow we'll be adding 2 more houses to this list.
Do you know which one it's going to be?
It's going to be probably Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House and Beetlejuice.
The IPs that I've actually seen.
Yes. So definitely stay tuned for that. And so long, and have a ghoulish rest of your day. Say goodbye, Emery.
Goodbye, Emery.